Excel for web just keeps getting better, okay? Every 6 months I'm going to do a quick review just to get you up to speed with the main features. Let's go. So if you missed my January review, because there were some significant changes over the previous months, go watch that, okay? A little link will pop up and I'll put a little link in the show notes below. Okay, believe it or not, this is Excel for web. You may think, hey, it looks like Excel desktop, but this is the web version. Look, here's the waffle. I've just gone full screen so you can see everything, okay? It's the web version. Right, so first things first. At 7 minutes 30 in my last video, I said IntelliSense wasn't working on tables, but check this out. If I want to do equals sum, and then I just highlight the state column, or no, highlight the centimeters column, that'll do. Look, IntelliSense is working. Brilliant. Okay, close the brackets, enter. Lovely. So good one, Excel team. Thanks for fixing that up. Right, next one I want to show you is the unique list validation. So I'm just going to hide this column a bit so we can make some space over here. Okay, unique list validation. Check this out. If I want to do a drop-down list, data validation, I pick from this box, list, okay, and the value, I wish I could click on this. I just go in here. I can now highlight a column, look, like state, and normally, historically, you'd get the full list of all the repeats, but no, check this out. Apply. In my drop-down, just the unique values. Awesome. Okay. It would be nice if you could sort it, if you could force it to sort. There is the option of writing a manual equals unique formula. For those of you that aren't aware of the unique formula, it's insanely useful. Unique, and I could click on this. And that could become my source for my drop-down list, and I can even wrap that in a sort function to get it to sort properly. Okay, but nice that it's built into data validation now. Let's talk conditional formatting, right? So conditional formatting's got a lot better. Let's say we wanted to highlight everyone over 165 centimeters tall. So I'm just going to highlight this lot. Now I could go to home, conditional formatting, if I knew it was there, but check this out now. If I right click, this search box, it annoys me because my shortcut for copy paste values is normally Control C, right click button V. Right click button now brings up this box and I end up with a V in there rather than using this paste. Okay, pet peeve, but this search box, check this out. Check this out. If I want to say, right, I just want to highlight greater than, look at this, the IntelliSense just says, oh, you probably mean conditional formatting. I do, right? So click on it, greater than, and you get this much nicer experience than Excel desktop. So there's the range, cell value, greater than, and let's say 165, did I say? I can't quite remember. Okay, then I click done. And there we go, conditional formatting. And there's a nice little menu box over here. And the cool thing is if you sort of click away and I click back, it's just there. Or I could just click on this drop down and say, I want to see all validation on this sheet. And then when you click on or hover over this, see the menu, or the list changes. So if you had different validations, it would show up. I like this. You can edit, you can delete. Nice experience, okay? Nice experience. Although one pet peeve, right, one thing I think is terrible, check this out. If I have -6, 0, and 10, okay, and I'm going to add some conditional formatting, so I go add, and I use the icon sets, okay, little traffic lights, and I'll go for, I don't know, red, green, orange, red, okay, and I click done. So there's my little traffic lights, beautiful, looks like it's working. Until you do this, you put, you know, -10 in this one, and you put -6 in this one. So they're all bad, okay? But oh no, these two are green, and that one's red, okay? What about if I go -7 in that one? Okay, then these two are green. You know, it's just, what's the rule? And there's no setting the formula like there is in desktop. So for me, these icons are actually pointless and probably quite misleading. What they're doing is the bottom 33% of values get one color, the middle 33% get another color, and the top 33% get another color. Not good. I don't like it. Okay. Right. Check this out. If I go to the kilos column, blanks is at the top. Beautiful. Okay. Blanks showing at the top of the filters. This whole filter pane has been improved. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay. Unfortunately, errors are still at the bottom. We need these errors up the top, please, Microsoft. Okay. Please, Excel team, put these errors at the top so I can see them just as easily as I can see blanks. That would be awesome. Okay. Right. That's a nice little feature. Okay. Power Query. Check this out. Power Query can refresh in the browser. Limited at the moment, let me show you, but it's starting, it's coming. Power Query in Excel Online, awesome. So here's the horrible US date format. Sorry to all the American fans out there. It's just, the date's wrong, okay? It's 11/20, 8/29. The rest of the world have to put up with this stuff when the dates go the wrong way round. Power Query can fix it up. So in desktop version of Excel, I used the right-click change type using locale and converted it from US format into Aussie format. Okay, and that's on this next page. So if I go to the birthday, there we go. That's the proper date, 6th of October, 29th of August. Okay, perfect. But let's say one of the dates changes. So I go back here and I'll change this to 19. It should have been typed in as 1990. Okay. You couldn't refresh in the browser previously, but now you can. And just to see it happening, I'm going to go to Data, Queries, just to pop out the Queries panel. And there's 30,000 rows here. Okay, and I can either click on the little refresh icon here or refresh all connections up here, whichever one you want to use. And it says refreshing data down the bottom. Okay, and keep an eye on this one. It says 1980. It does take a little bit longer than your desktop. Normally that would be instant in desktop. We're still waiting. So there's improvements to be done here. But rather than downloading the file, refreshing it, uploading it, whatever, this is, quicker in these scenarios. And there we go, 1990. So refreshing in the cloud. So currently it only works in the same file. You have to be referring to the same file, no getting, consolidating files from folders or getting data from web or anything like that. But also works with anonymous OData connections. I've never used one of those, so I can't give you an example. Okay, and the last little bit, slicer connections. Right, here's two pivot tables feeding off this data here, okay, off my green table. I've got two charts feeding off those pivot tables. And now if I click on one of them, if I go to pivot table, insert slicer, okay, and I say, right, well, I just want to split it by maybe gender, okay. This slicer controls this count of state, so it's controlling this region one. So if I click on it, you can see the numbers in the chart down the bottom changing, but I can also link it to the top chart. So check this out, with the slicer selected, I come down here, pivot table connections. So I also want it to control that pivot table. And now the slicer controls both. You can do that in desktop, but now you can do it in web. So more functionality, right? This is good stuff. So lots of other things happening, lots of little things. Some things may be more important to other people than me, but for me, these are the key things. Hope you like it. Hope you find it useful. I'll be back in 6 months to talk about whatever else is happening. Catch you later.